The New England Patriots are scary. Mike Vrabel.
But the Patriots are one of the hottest teams in the sport right now, and they believe. And Mike Vrabel's got the magic touch.
Drake May.
Drake May, what a play! Wow!
Drake May.
You have to be kidding me.
Stephon Diggs.
Going towards Diggs, who broke free, and he's got it at the 5. Stephon Diggs kept working, out of bounds at the 4.
That trio has completely flipped the Patriots' future. And the crazy part? They're only just getting started. After back-to-back 4-win seasons, nobody expected New England to look like this. They've gone from rock bottom to primetime killers, setting franchise records, silencing critics, and reviving the Patriot way in a way that actually works in 2020.
I love Drake May, by the way.
5. The energy is different. The offense is dangerous. The culture's back. And the scary part about the New England Patriots, this might be the start of another dynasty. When Mike
I love
Vrabel was
that.
announced
I love
as
that
the head
niggas
coach
already
of the
said
New
we
England
finna be a
Patriots in the
dynasty, even though we won
2020
like 6
offseason,
games.
there was a
That
general
shit is so
understanding
fire,
that it
bro.
was a sensible hire. But the team he was inheriting was one of the worst in the NFL. 2 consecutive 4-win seasons over 2023 and
2021 was different, bro. 2021 is when we turned into the fucking Steelers for a couple years. We lost Brady and turned into the fucking Steelers for about 3 years, and then we dropped off. But we're back.
2024 were officially rock bottom for this once great franchise, and they needed some serious help. After those 2 putrid seasons, 2025 was seen as an opportunity to start fresh and turn the page to a new-look Patriots, which is why the hiring of familiar faces in Vrabel and offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels was not met with high levels of optimism by all. In a fast-evolving NFL, were the Patriots doing enough to keep up with the pace, or were they limiting themselves by clinging to the past? Well, as it turns out, they were ticking both boxes at the same time. Vrabel and McDaniels have come in and quickly reestablished a version of the Patriot way. Not the Patriot way that Bill Belichick pioneered. No, this is a new vision, unique to Mike Vrabel's qualities as a head coach and better suited to modern-day NFL players. Of course, Vrabel is not the only driving force behind this turnaround. There is another very important figure that is responsible as well. That would be Drake May. The 3rd overall pick from the 2024 NFL draft was given a very tough start to life in the NFL. By the middle of October, the Patriots had already tried 7 different offensive line combinations, and by November, 10 different starters had been used.
That boy was game.
Unfortunately, regardless of who New England put out there, and in whatever rotation, the answer was always the same. It was bad. Very bad. On top of that, New England lacked reliable playmaking ability for Drake May to utilize. Hunter Henry would end up leading all Patriots receivers with
this shit was so crazy
yards, with DeMario.
Because the year before, bro, literally the year before, they had Ezekiel Elliott as a running back, leading the team in receiving yards. That shit was crazy.
Douglas, Kayshon Boutte, and Austin Hooper all next in line. In the running back room, Ramondre Stevenson led the way with 800 yards at 3.9 yards per carry. All in all, you get a dismal offensive situation with poor protection, bad coaching, and minimal talent. That is what we like to call a recipe for disaster with a rookie quarterback, which is why it is so impressive that Drake May still managed to go out there and play pretty damn well. His 13 games produced 2,276 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions.
Pro Bowler, by the way.
On a 66.6% completion
as a rookie
rate. On top of that, he added 421 yards and 2 touchdowns as a runner. Yes, a 3-9 record as a starter in that 2024 campaign doesn't make for pretty reading. But what was he meant to do? This was about as bad a situation as you could ask for, let alone for a rookie quarterback who was trying to adjust to life as a pro and this.
I'm finna head to the gym at probably like 8:39. But yeah, love you.
Speed of NFL action. For anyone who kept an eye on Patriots games throughout the 2024 season, it was clear that they had a special quarterback on the roster. But much of his good play went under the radar because of the situation and New England's irrelevance as a bottom barrel team. Well, now that we are in the 2025 campaign, Drake May is no longer flying under the radar. He's got a year of experience under his belt, a better roster around him, and significantly better coaching. As
You had a good
result,
day
we are
so
seeing
far?
MVP caliber play from the sophomore. A weird season-opening loss to Las Vegas didn't exactly get things off to the best start, but that can be chalked up as a strange Week 1 fluke, because ever since then, May has been delivering
Bro, my homie been fucking frying me about the Raiders beating us like Week 1, bro. That shit has been killing me all year.
stellar performance after stellar performance. In fact, in every game between weeks 2 and 7, he has registered a passer rating over 100. He has been efficient as a passer, clinical as a runner, and most importantly, has significantly cut down on his turnovers. He really is doing it all as a dual threat quarterback. Nothing sums that up more than the fact that he set a new franchise record with
You get any memberships today?
a 91.3% completion rate in week 7 against the Tennessee Titans. Of course, beating Tom Brady in the process.
That's so
But that doesn't
crazy.
mean that he is playing conservatively and relying on short passes. His 7.9 yard average depth of target is tied with Justin Herbert and ahead of Dak Prescott. Meanwhile, PFF charted him with 11 big-time throws through the first 7 weeks of the season, which is tied for 5th in the NFL.
If I wasn't signed up, I'd let you
his
sign me
completion
up.
rate of 75.2% over those first 7 weeks led the NFL. So here we have a sophomore quarterback setting records and leading the NFL with an uber-efficient completion rate, all while ranking in the top 5 for big-time throws and delivering 5 touchdowns of over 20 yards,
play
which
day.
is tied for 2nd. Like I said, he really is doing everything as a passer, combining rare efficiency with
My
dangerous
GOAT!
deep playmaking ability.
I will
You
have a
add in
Drake
the
May
rushing
jersey
production, and you
by
get
the end
an
of the
elite
season.
dual threat quarterback in just his sophomore season. I think it's fair to say the hiring of Josh McDaniels as offensive coordinator is turning out to be a stroke of genius, with the veteran coordinator elevating May's best traits. So far in 2025, Drake May has executed a stunning 23-20 win over the Buffalo Bills in Week 5, which was his first ever primetime appearance, and it was at Hallmark Stadium in front of a rowdy Bills Mafia. Then, 1 week after that, in Week 6, he tossed 3 touchdowns against New Orleans in a game where he was robbed by bad officiating before going on to set his franchise record 91.3% completion rate in Week 7 with another 222 yards and 2 touchdowns. It really is incredibly high quality play from the Patriots quarterback, but it is the consistency that is particularly
My
exciting.
GOAT!
He surpassed
My GOAT!
200 passing yards in each of his
My
first
GOAT!
7 games of the season and posted a passer rating of over 100 in 6 of them. Obviously, one of the big reasons why he has been able to improve so much is because of the significantly upgraded
Eshaun
roster
Booty.
around him. Elliott Wolf recognized that his young quarterback was not set up for success in 2024 and made sure that he had a much better supporting cast in 2025. The offensive line was completely revamped, with tackle Morgan Moses and center Garrett Bradbury and
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to sit here and like bash on my own team. Morgan Moses is so like, oh my fucking god. Like, he gets the job done, but the amount of penalties and just inconsistencies he's had that I've seen. Like I'm not really someone who like pays attention to like the fucking O-line and shit, whatever. Every time there's something going on with the O-line, it's Moses. And I'm not even trying to sit here. Maybe he sucks. He low-key sucks, but he gets the job done, so whatever.
entering the fray in free agency. Further reinforcements arrived via the draft in the form of left tackle Will Campbell and interior offensive lineman Jared Wilson. All 4 of those new additions have come
I can't lie to you. Will Campbell was getting fucking cooked by Myles Garrett, but it's Myles Garrett, so.
in and made the starting jobs their own, giving Drake May much better protection than in 2024. There's certainly still room for growth, particularly as blockers in the run game, but it was always going to take time for this completely revamped unit to gel together and build chemistry. It wasn't just protection that Drake May needed help with, though. He also needed a reliable weapon in the passing game. To tick that box, the Patriots front office splashed the cash on Stephon Diggs, signing
you
him
got
to a
4 hours.
3-year, $69 million
You almost had it. When
deal.
I get there,
At the time,
that's gonna be a
this signing
sign that
raised
you're
eyebrows,
it's
with
almost
Diggs
time to go.
entering the season as a 31-year-old wide receiver who was recovering from a torn ACL injury. There was no guarantee that he would have his burst or ever re-find his form, but it didn't take long for Diggs to reward the Patriots' faith in him. After a steady start, which was understandable considering the nature of the injury, Diggs enjoyed his first breakout game as a Patriot in Week 4 with 100 yards against the Panthers.
Alone?
Then,
Why?
predictably, he went even bigger in Week 5 with 10 catches for 146 yards against his old team, the Buffalo Bills. This game in particular showed off why this was such a good signing for the Patriots. He was the wide receiver who helped Josh Allen break out in Buffalo, always showing off an impressive ability to put himself in the right place at the right time to get on the end of a Josh Allen pass when plays were extended. So far in his young career, Drake May has already received comparisons to Allen and has some of the same creative playmaking ability. So it only made sense to go out and get a wide receiver who had a proven track record with this style of quarterback play. Diggs came up clutch with some incredible catches on third downs in that game against Buffalo and is already showing some impressive chemistry with his young quarterback. It certainly looks like he is going to be able to add another quarterback breakout to his already impressive resume. Not only is Diggs proving to be a perfect companion for Drake May to help him develop and break out, but he is also putting the rest of his receiving core in a better position to succeed. Kayshon Boutte is playing the best ball of his career in his third season in the NFL, Hunter Henry is doing what he always does as a reliable tight end, and Demario Douglas is popping up with the occasional big play as well. It really is a much better all-round unit this year, and the exciting thing is, there is a much higher ceiling to find as well once rookies Kyle Williams and Travion Henderson get involved. Of course, it wasn't just the offense that needed help over the offseason. This defense was also significantly undermanned, ranking 11th
if you
worst in
could
the
say
NFL
something in
from
chat
both
real
a
quick, I'm
points and
testing
yards
something out.
conceded perspective. Thankfully, Elliott Wolf had a big bag of free agency cash to spend, and he made the most of it, bringing in defensive tackle Milton Williams as the headline signing, fresh off of his Super Bowl win with the Philadelphia Eagles. On top of that, Harold Landry, Clavon Chason, and Robert Spillane were brought on board to bolster the front seven, while Carlton Davis came in to help the secondary. That is a very tidy introduction of veteran talent, with safety Craig Woodson and defensive tackle Joshua Farmer then adding some cheap, young upside as 4th-round draft selections. Both players have already been heavily involved in this 2025 season, with Woodson securing himself the starting strong safety spot. How the New England Patriots have used their free agent budget and draft picks across both sides of the ball is exactly what you want to see from a rebuilding franchise, in terms of combining sensible veterans with exciting rookies. Obviously, we will have to wait a bit longer before confirming just how talented this 2025 draft class is, but the early returns have been good. Of course, talent alone cannot initiate a turnaround. You also need a leader in the head coach's seat who can reset the culture and get buy-in from all of his players. Mike Vrabel has certainly done that. His predecessor, Gerard Mayo, was fired because he could not establish control or buy-in from the locker room. The Patriots won just 4 games in 2023 before winning 4 games again in 2024 under Mayo. Hope and optimism had been drained from the locker room.
Now we got 6.
Was being made,
now we got 6 wins, bro. Dead ass.
7 games in 2024.
Now we got 6 wins.
Mike Vrabel had a job on his hands to fix the locker room, but he has done exactly that. Over the offseason, Vrabel paired up players with an assistant coach on the other side of the ball, giving everyone a companion and broadening their horizons to new perspectives. In meetings, nobody is safe from being called upon to contribute, whether you are a practice squad player or the face of the franchise. This has made sure everybody is being accountable and delivering on their responsibilities to the team. Then, on game day, you'll see Mike Vrabel greeting every single player as they leave the field after the game, win or lose. He
something
demands
happen
high
with him?
standards and hard work from them, but he makes sure to show his appreciation, and he also makes sure that his players are showing appreciation to their teammates as well. This improved accountability and attention to detail, combined with a more talented roster and a more appreciative locker room, has completely transformed this franchise. The results have been almost instant, with New England matching their win total from 2024 in Week 6 of the 2025 season. But the scary truth is that this is just the beginning.
Do you want to play the game tonight?
Turned this into a locker room.
I thought we were hanging out.
And with New England set to have plenty more cap space to play with in 2026, their roster is only going to get more talented and more dangerous. When you consider that Drake May is already playing at an MVP level, that is a pretty scary thought for the rest of the NFL, and particularly those challengers within the division. All signs point to the Patriots contending for the AFC East title in 2025, and
we forgot to play last night.
More than that in 2026.
Only thing the Patriots need is maybe a safety, another safety, and one more like elite number one for sure wide receiver.